Welcome everybody to the Esoteric Cosmos Live broadcast show. Justin Brenzia.
Rosebud Kincaid.
And we're here on August 3rd, 2009. We have a lot of stuff to cover today, and I want to jump right into it. There was a big summit that went on with Project Camelot. I believe they were in Barcelona, right?
Barcelona, Spain, yeah.
Barcelona, Spain, and they had some of the biggest names of people from the Black Ops community and top secret people that are revealing this information. And one gentleman by the name of
Bob Dean
did an extraordinary presentation, and we're going to show a clip from that to where he actually got from some inside people, some good people at NASA, some photos that leaked. I think he said they destroyed like 40 rolls of film from the astronauts when they went up into space from what they really saw out there. And I'm going to let him say it in his own words. So we're just going to cut right into it, and then we'll have a discussion about it in a few minutes. So there's about a 15-minute clip. Enjoy it, and we'll cut right back to the show as soon as you're done watching this clip.
But something happened in my country
Army Sergeant Major, he retired with the Army.
over the last few years.
Yeah, Army Sergeant Major.
Troubled by. Just last week, the United States celebrated the 40th anniversary of putting a man on the moon. And we went through this whole hoopty-doo of patting ourselves on the back and thinking, gee, wasn't that neat? Armstrong, Aldrin, Collins up there in orbit. On the moon, aren't we great people? Aren't we magnificent? Look what we did. So let me tell you a couple of things that they did that you may not have ever heard about before. They took the few pictures they had it all televised, everybody, Walter Cronkite and all of them were looking out. Golly gee, isn't this great? Isn't this neat? We got a couple of guys on the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, my government, NASA, NASA, which many of us in the United States say stands for never a straight answer, proceeded to erase 40 rolls of film of the Apollo program. The flight to the moon, the flight around the moon, the landings on the moon, the walking guys here and there. They erased, for Christ's sake, 40 rolls of film of those events. Now we're talking about several thousand individual frames that were taken that the so-called authorities did not have a right to see. Oh, they were disruptive, socially unacceptable, politically unacceptable. I become furious. I'm a retired command sergeant major. I was never famous for having a lot of patience. The idea when I found out that they had erased 40 rolls of film involving several thousand individual shots about what really happened up there, I became so furious that I could punch the director of NASA in the nose. I try to be. I'm not a dangerous man. I like to tell people that, like Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady, I have the milk of human kindness by the quart in every vein. So I really am a gentle man. But I have the capability, the potential of being rather dangerous and violent. And these lies and these cover-ups that I've learned about firsthand over the years literally infuriate me. And I hope it infuriates you, because these authorities, these nitwits in high positions of power, who are proceeding to spend all the money that the American people make for their own use, for their own private programs, and then lie through their teeth about what the truth really is. Well, thanks to the idea that there were a few employees in NASA 40 years ago, even today, there are some good people working there, decent people, honest people. I have some film that they preserved that was not destroyed. Someone put up the next picture for me. This is a NASA photo. This is Apollo 12. Apollo Systems 12, 50, roll number 50, negative number 7348. They were flying over the moon before they landed. They went into orbit around the moon. As many of you, I'm sure, if you know the system, you know the procedure. They went into orbit around the moon, and while they were there in orbit around the moon, a number of anomalous artifacts began showing up, showing an interest in them. Next picture, please. This picture was taken by Neil Armstrong. While they're looking out of the window of their little craft, this object flew by. There's the moon in the background, of course, and there's this object that flew by the window of that little craft that they were riding in. Neil took the Hasselblad camera that he had, put it up to the window, and snapped this picture. Next picture, please. NASA Apollo 12. Roll 51, negative number 8, what is it, 8653, something like that. Now this is a good-sized object. This is several hundred feet in diameter that came up next to the lander, flew along beside them for a time. The guys in the Apollo crafts put their camera to the window and snapped in, and I've always jokingly said there were guys inside of this taking pictures of the NASA. We were photographing them, they were photographing us. Next picture, please. Photo NASA Apollo Systems number 14, Apollo 14. Roll 70, negative, what is it, 9837, I think, or 8827, I can't read it. This is the Landsberg crater on the moon. The guys in orbit above the